What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. We're going to be playing this deck, and what I want to do in this video is show you every single thing that is going on in my head as we play through the matches, so you better understand how to use this deck. We highlighted this deck earlier on the channel, so make sure to check that out if you are interested. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to play all three of these units, and we're not going to reroll. The reason why we're not going to reroll is because I do not want to reroll, because I'm getting 3 fresh minis, and then I'm going to have 2 more rerolls, so it's going to be 9 potential minis in my hand. If I rerolled right there, and I was only going to be able to use 1 of those minis, I then would have had 2 minis in the shop, which I would not have been able to reroll into, and only 1 reroll, which means I would have had only 4 potential minis to choose from in this round. Now, here's 3 fresh minis, which I could play, and then I can also, if I so choose to, I could also re-roll twice now, which give me 3 new minis, and then 3 new minis on top of that, which would be 9 mini potential chances instead of 4 if I did re-roll. So that's very, very important to remember about re-rolling, especially if you're playing a deck like this, which is a flood deck, that you do not need to re-roll all of the time. You want to try to save your rerolls, because rerolls are very important. Round 2 is looking pretty good for us here, as he's a little bit under leveled as a Countess, but that's okay. We're going to play a couple of games today. I just want to show you exactly what goes through my mind every single round. We have 3 guards. I have 3 rerolls. That's what I say about that. So we're gonna double up our Barbarian. I usually get the 2nd star first, and then I do that. I want to put my Barbarian King on the right-hand side. The reason why is because the Countess is going to hit my Barbarian King and then go to my guard. If my Barbarian King was on the left-hand side, the Countess could have done, which it's going to do now almost, is it could have went to my archer. If the Countess was all the way on the left-hand tile, it would go to my archer instead of my guard, but it was on the 2nd to the furthest tile. All right, there it is. Good victory. We're in a 16 streak right now. As you can see, this deck is very, very strong. So going into the next match, thoughts about this deck? Very, very strong. Remember, re-rolling is the most important thing about this deck, so you do not need to overcommit when you are playing it. You can relax, you can have fun, and you can really press the attack in rounds 2 or rounds 3 if need be, especially if you win in a round 1 matchup. Pretty interesting that not that many people are searching right now, but here it is. Not the best start. I mean, we do have an archer, so I'm actually going to do this instead. The reason I'm going to do this instead is because my guard hopefully will catch a minor or a prince if he plays it in the back, and my archer will be kind of safe here because it's not going to get hit by a wizard if he does have a wizard. Okay, so he does have a wizard. We are going to get the value. We're going to take out his archer, and as you could see, the guard being in the back took the aggro from his archer, allowing my archer to survive and stay alive. So now, as we see the shadows of his units, you see that back here, he has an archer that targeted my guard. My archer was full HP. Now, I have 2 units. I'm going to play a little bit greedier here, and I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to move these back. I'm going to put this like this, and I'm going to go like that. The reason why I'm going to do this is because my knight is going to protect my archer, and it's going to protect my wizard, unless he had a prince, which would have been unfortunate, but sometimes you got to take some risks. Wizard is going to get massive value for me. We are going to take out his Barbarian, and we are going to look very, very good in round number 2 in a very decisive victory. Now I have a lot of rerolls. I want to end it here in round 3. 2-0 with this deck with rerolls. You want to make sure you get what you want. What I want is I want a wizard, and I want even more wizards, but yeah, I'm going to get an archer and a wizard here. Oh, I could do this too. Okay, wizard, there it is. Wizard as well. I'm actually going to get the prevent healing here. Either way, it could have been okay, because the extra range would have possibly gotten me value in the beginning. Okay, so he's going to knock back my Barbarian King, but look at my wizard doing massive work to all of his units here, and it is just looking very, very good. He does have a level 3-star Barbarian, which is going to carry him here, and he is going to win this matchup because my Barbarian King did get knocked back. He did play his prince. He does have a prince. No big deal here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to do this. You see, I don't really, yeah, let's do that. And let's get the 3-star on the wizard. So this is going to be a wizard carry. I'm going to also have both of my units right here. I'm actually going to go like this. This is the reason why I'm going to have this. Okay, so he is going to knock back my prince. Again, I didn't think he was going to play that, but that's okay. My carry now is the wizard. The wizard is getting massive value as my Barb King stays alive. My Barb King clears out his Barbarian, and we should easily be able to win this. I maxed out my wizard because my wizard was my carry. Just in case he did knock back my Barbarian King, it would not have been the end of the world because the wizard would have absolutely decimated his Barbarian, which was hitting a knight, and it was hitting a guard or another knight. Okay, so we got iCycle. This is a Barbarian King player. Once again, we have a decent start. Not a good start, but it's not a terrible start. We are not going to use that reroll. Then we are going to play it like this. I'm actually going to put my Barbarian all the way over here, and I'm going to set it up like this. The reason why I actually should have been able to swap, I should have swapped my Knight and my Archer there. That was just a little bit of a mistake. If I was able to do that, my Archer would not be dead here, but that is okay. Sometimes you make mistakes, but it's okay. We're still going to pick up this victory here unless the P.E.K.K.A. gets a massive crit, which it does not. And we are going to be able to take round number 1. Okay, round number 2 versus the Barbarian King. I need wizards. Wizards. I can make some magic happen now because I have 9 units to choose from, but I'm not going to need to. Now I have massive value here from everything, and now look what I have. Ooh, what do I want to do? This is interesting because I think he's going to swap up his units. I'm going to keep it the same here. I want to have the knight to have the electro tile, and I'm praying that he does swap it up. He did not swap it up, but that's okay. He did have a archer that is a 1-star archer. We are not going to be able to take out that 1-star archer, but that's okay. My wizard is getting massive value. Hopefully my Barbarian can clear out everything, and we are now up 2-0 in this matchup. Looking very, very strong, very, very good. Now I need a 3-star wizard, 3-star barbarian. I need to make something happen here. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to prevent enemy healing. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to reroll. I could reroll for an archer or a wizard is what I want. I am going to get the archer, and there it is. Now I'm going to move it like this, and then this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my wizard 1 tile to the right because he does have a wizard, and if he has a longer range on his wizard, he would get massive value on to mine. That's exactly what he does have. He has extended range on his wizard. My wizard is not going to get cleared out from that, though. My archer is going to get value. My barbarian and my wizard and my guard are going to come over there and take him out. All right, so we'll play one more game to continue to show you how this deck flows, and as you can see, it is very massive, and the value is so strong if you save your rerolls. Okay, we're playing Titus here. We have a decent, oh, this is one of those things where, like, what do you get first with your wizard? Do you get the prevent healing? I'm gonna get the prevent healing because usually in round number 1, the Barbarian King is going to go up 2 to 3 times on his super. If I can prevent that from happening, from healing 8 to 12 HP, that is just massive value that you just cannot you just cannot overlook. And as you can see, massive value here as Barbarian King did not heal. My Barbarian King is healthier than his, and we are going to pick up this victory because of that. Round 1 is going over to me. Very good value right there. Okay, so 1-2-0 here in round number 1. Round number 2 coming out as we have a Barbarian, we have a guard, and now I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll here. I'm going to get this, but then I'm going to scrap the guard. I'm going to put in another guard. I'm going to keep the... I'm going to keep the Barbarian because it is still valuable because I do have a 2-star wizard already. Okay, so he's getting a lot of value here with his units. They're spread out very nicely comparatively to mine, but that's okay. My knight is getting to the back. Not going to be enough here. We are going to lose round number 2. We got massive value there with how he placed his troops. Very, very strong placement from him. We did take this L. No big deal, though. Now, we need to get a wizard. There it is. Wizard is activated. Ooh, I really don't want my Barbarian because I see that he has a... I see that he has... Okay, this is good. This is good. Yeah. Okay, I see that he has a wizard, and I think his wizard's going to get massive value if he 2-stars it right now, which is exactly what he did. And he's getting massive value on my 1-cost troops, though. My carries are in the back line. It's the wizard and the archer. I pretty much countered what he was trying to do by not upgrading my units that are the melee units. Right now, I want to try to max out my archer because, once again, I want to avoid this problem that I'm going to foresee with his units. But I also want a guard, so I'm going to reroll. We are going to be able to max out this, and we are going to be able to get our guard as well. Massive value all around, and I'm actually going to do this as well. The reason I'm going to do this kind of positioning, it's actually not the best positioning, but hopefully he goes for my guard here. Okay, he does go for my guard. My wizard is going to get taken out, but that's okay as long as I get enough value from my wizard, and I did not. Unfortunately, it was a really risky play that I probably should not have done. I knew he had a wizard, and I knew I was probably giving him value with that play. I got very greedy there, but you want to know what? It's okay. Things happen. No big deal. I'm going to reroll here. I'm going to get my guard, a pretty big guard here, and I'm going to get my Barbarian pretty big as well. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to put these 2 units right here. The wizard that he has is not going to get massive value to start this out. It's either going to hit my guard or my Barbarian King. Okay, my wizard is getting pretty decent value here, which is valuable. His Barbarian is going for my knight, not getting him any value whatsoever. My archer needs to carry me here, and it will take it home. GG, well played right there. That would have been very, 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 very unfortunate if I lost this because I did not play it correctly in round 4, but we were able to clutch it up and win round number 5. As you guys can see right here, 19 win streak. Everything is going very, very nicely for us in these matchups, and I just wanted to let you guys know how to play this deck, and I hope this helps you in your batches.